Namaskar. Welcome to the example number 17 for the event Marriage Prospects. In this example, we are going to study the birth chart of a male who got married, but within 6 months of period, they mutually separated and got divorced also. So the destiny has to be studied and it should signify both favorable and unfavorable, and Dasa Lord also should support for that. And within that, that native got married in one bhukti. Within that same bhukti, in one antra, that separation, sorry, marriage happened. In another antra, separation happened. So the same bhukti supported for both marriage and separation. It means what? Bhukti Lord also should be having mixed significator for both marriage and separation. So let us check this chart with the help of the EPS tables. Example 17, divorce. The important points can be found in this example. One is mixed destiny, and next is mixed dasa, and third one is mixed bhukti itself. Because within the mixed bhukti, the mixed bhukti is supported for marriage in supportive antra and supported for separation in unfavorable antra. So the bhukti lot should be a mixed one. And role of favorable and unfavorable key planets of the dasa and destiny in the dasa bhukti antra planets. So the key planets of the destiny has to be studied carefully. That is playing role importantly in the dasa bhukti antra period planets. Now let us study the birth chart. This is the birth chart of that male, and let us do the preliminary study. Let me open the North Indian chart. Now let us study the Lagna and also the 7th house significators. Lagna is falling in the sign of Gemini. 7th house is falling in the sign of Sagittarius. Now you can see 7th Lord, Jupiter, is posted in own sign, but in the 6th house as per the degree. So 7th Lord posted in the 6th house and conjoined with the Venus, closely conjoined 1 degree. Venus 5th Lord and also 12th Lord. So Venus is 5th Lord and 12th Lord, and Jupiter is 7th Lord and 10th Lord, and also conjoined with Mercury, Lagna Lord and 4th Lord, but all are posted in the 6th house. So 7th Lord posted in the 6th house in own sign and conjoined with the 12th Lord and 4th Lord on the unfavorable side. It is not good in the 6th house. So the 7th Lord is connected to the 6th house, 10th house, 4th house and 12th house. In addition to that, it is also connected to the 5th house and Lagna also. Now, one more thing also there, that Jupiter is aspected by Saturn by 3rd aspect. Saturn is 8th Lord and 9th Lord. From the 4th house, it is aspecting. So, the 7th Lord is influenced by the 8th Lord also. 6th house also it is occupying. And 10th house, 12th house, 4th house, all the unfavorable houses also influencing the Jupiter, and also it is having the favorable 5th house, 7th house and Lagna and 9th house also. It is also supportive for the favorable, but if you look at these houses, it is supportive for some relationship also, because these grouping and the planet which are all involving also supportive some relationship, but it is also supportive for some unfavorable significations for the 7th house matters. It is indicating basically some weakness influencing the 7th house matters. And now we have to check the self-signification of the all 9 planets. Having studied the basic study, it is indicating some weakness is indicated. Now let me take you to the EPS table, EPS page, and let us open the self-significations and planet colors. Sorry. Yeah. Now, Ketu. No, Ketu. First, Lagna Lord. Lagna Lord, fourth Lord, occupying sixth house, 2, 6, 10. Lagna Lord is okay, but fourth Lord occupying sixth house, 2, 6, 10. These are not supportive for the marriage prospects. It is supportive for the professional prospects. It is having weakness. So 1, 4, 6, 2, 6, 10. So Mercury definitely it should be a light red. It is not having any favorable. Second house is okay for the professional prospects. It is not having any supportive houses to the Lagna for the marriage. And seventh Lord, Jupiter, 10th Lord also, but occupying 6th house, it is having some weakness, but 159 star Lord. 7th Lord occupying 6th house, it is having weakness, but not supported by the star Lord, by 159 supporting to the 7th house. It indicates what? It is a mixed significator. 7, 1, 5, 9, 10, and 6. So it is indicating mixed for the benefit of understanding that planet's strength favorable on the higher side. We can make Jupiter into blue because 7th Lord 159. Suppose it is 6th Lord, then would have not given blue, would have given the pink. If instead of 10, if it is 6 is there, then would have been unfavorable more. Now, favorable strength is high, but still it is 10 and 6 is not good. 11th Lord, 6th Lord, 11th Lord occupying 4th house and 4, 8, 12 star Lord. Though it is 11th Lord, but it is also 6th Lord. Though it is 6th Lord, we can say 11th Lord also favorable. It is not only 6th Lord, but 11 is not supported. 11 is not supported. 6 is further supported by this. So definitely it is going to be weak one, though it is 11th Lord. Looking at the significations of the unfavorable grouping, we can say Mars is the light red. Suppose that planet is having some favorable houses in CST, not such signification, definitely would have given that blue or pink also, depending on the significations. Now, unfavorable is more present for supporting to the 6th house, not supporting to the 11th house. So 11th Lord we have studied. Moon 2, 5, 7, 11, 11. It is very good. Moon is going to be given dark green. And Sun also 3, 7, 7, 11. That is also good. So Sun also can be given dark green. And Venus, 5th Lord, 12th Lord occupying 6th house, 3 star Lord and 1, 5 sub Lord. 5, 3, 1, 5 is good. But 12th Lord occupying 6th house, like we studied 10th Lord occupying 6th house, this is having some weakness. And 3, 1, 5, 5 are good. So Venus, if you look at the CST and CSL is good, but the second planet Rahu having some weakness. So we cannot say it is completely weaker. It is not, we cannot say it is favorable also completely, but it is having mixed significations, but on the higher side from the favorable side, because 5th Lord, 3rd star Lord and 1, 5 cuspal sub Lord. So that way we can say Venus can be given blue. And if you take Rahu, 11th occupant, 2, 4, 8, 10 cuspal sub Lord. It is not good. And second planet Venus favorable or present, but 12 and 6 is supporting to this. So on self, Rahu is having weakness is more when compared to the what do you call Venus. Venus is having 5, 3, 1, 5. 12 and 6 is weak. Because of that only, it is not 6 and 12, 12 and 6. So we have given a Venus under blue. We can give pink also, but since it has got favorable 1, 5 cuspal sublord supporting to the 3rd house, and fifth house, I have given the blue. And for the Rahu, because of the 11th occupant and second cuspal sublord and 4, 8, 10 cuspal sublord, and we can give Rahu into light red or pink. We can give pink because 11 and 2 also there on the favorable side. And what else? Saturn. Saturn is pending. 8th Lord, 9th Lord occupying 4th house. 3, 6, 9, 12 cuspal sublord. 3, 6, 9, 12. 6 and 12 is there, 3 and 9 is there. It is a mixed significator. It is supportive also, it is unfavorable also. Now you can see in the source 8th Lord, also 9th Lord. 9 is supported by 3 and 9. 8th Lord occupying 4th house and 6 and 12. So weakness also playing role. Being thus 8th Lord occupying 4th house and 6 and 12 cuspal sublord, weakness is significantly present. And favorable 9th Lord also 3 and 9, that is also present. It is a mixed significator, but on the higher side, on the unfavorable. So we can make that Rahu, when you compare the Mars, 6, 11, 4, it is unfavorable or significantly seen here. But here unfavorable are present because of the 6th house and 12th house, but because of the favorable also present. So we may give light rate because of the unfavorable, but 9, 3, 9 are present, so we can make Saturn into mixed. I think we are able to understand. Ketu is good, occupying 5th house is good, but second planet having some weakness. Definitely, Mars is a red planet, so Ketu can be given blue. So we are given Ketu blue. Venus is also blue because of this favorable signification, and Sun and Moon are favorable. Mars is red, we have given. Rahu is pink because of this, and Jupiter is blue. I mean, because of 7, 1, 5, 9, though it is having 10 and 6. And Saturn also has given pink shade because of the favorable and unfavorable. Mercury also given light red. If you see the blue color, except Ketu having second planet having mixed significations, definitely. Venus is having 12 and 6, though it is blue. And Jupiter is having 10 and 6, though it is blue. So though it is blue color, each planet has got the unfavorable either in self-signification itself and or through the second planet. So it indicates some weakness, except Sun and Moon are all are having such mixed significations. We are able to find it. Now let us check the destiny planet. For that, we have to go to the home page and let us check the destiny. Which are the seventh ruler? Let me close this one. Yes. Let me open the significators. Now, the unfavorable key planets are Mars, Mercury strongly present, right? Favorable key planets are Sun and Moon, and the remaining are mixed one. Out of them, Ketu, Venus, and Jupiter are supportive. Now we have to check the seventh ruler. Who is the seventh lord? Seventh lord is Jupiter. Jupiter is blue, having mixed signification. In the star of Ketu is supportive. That, as I said, is a blue planet. All the blue planets are having some mixed significations, right? You can see that Ketu is fine, Jupiter is fine. That second planet having some weakness. And 2A level planet is Mercury is red. And sub-level again Jupiter. So that way, seventh lord is supported by the Ketu, but it is having this unfavorable 2A level, second planet, and 2A level is not good for the marriage prospect. It is supportive for the professional, but it is not supporting for the marital bliss and all. And the sub-level is again the same planet is fine. So it is supportive for the marriage, but unfavorable Mars, Mercury are ruling as a second planet or 2A level planet. Suppose if these planets are also influencing this Jupiter planet by not only by way of rulers, if they are playing in the conjunction aspect also, then automatically they will be giving their impact. Good planet, but having Mercury here, you can see Mercury, Rasi Lord for Mercury conjoined with Mercury. So that Mercury is unfavorable. He is playing role at the support of the Jupiter, and Ketu having got Mars second planet, and then 12 level planet itself is Mercury. Again, Jupiter is having that Mercury in its supports. It means what? Jupiter is influenced by the Mercury strongly. That we have to keep it in mind. So unfavorable key planet, Mercury is playing role here. Mercury and Mars are playing strongly. Out of the Mercury influencing the other levels also. Now we have to check the seventh sublord. Seventh sublord is Moon. Moon is the seventh sublord. Moon is good. Star level planet itself is our Mercury, unfavorable Mercury, because seventh sublord in the star of a planet 1, 4, 6, 2, 16. Lagna is not at all supportive for the seventh house matters. It means it is not strong. So it is weakening the seventh sublord destiny. And 12 level planet is Venus. That Venus is blue. It is mixed one. These unfavorable are getting support from the 12 and 6, and they are going to get support from the favorable. So Lagna will get the support also. Lagna will get the unfavorable support also. Then importantly, that sublord also Mars are unfavorable. So it clearly indicates destiny is that seventh sublord in the star of your planet. Lagna is not supportive for the marriage, but somehow the Venus is trying to reduce the unfavorable strength, but sublord is Mars is not further supporting, it is also weakening. So that way destiny is indicating some weakness, but some supports, and again troubles. So now if this planet what do you call Moon, destiny planet, is under the influence of the favorable key planet, what are the other favorable key planets? Sun, and any other key planet, Jupiter. So Jupiter is a good key planet, no? So that is ruling or influencing the Moon. Somehow that weakness can be reduced. Moon is supportive, Star Lord is weak. That Star Lord is supported by Venus and Jupiter, favorable key planet. And sublord planet is Mars. That sublord planet Mars representing Ketu, that Ketu has got Moon, conjoined with the Moon, and Mars is 11th Lord, having got the good key planet Sun also in its supports. So Mars is Rasi Lord for Moon also. So that favorable Sun, Moon are influencing, supporting the Mars. So Moon is the key planet, primary cuspal sublord key planet. That Moon is there, passing its ruler linked to the sublord Mars. So it is supporting for the marriage. But also this Mars will definitely, because Moon is the Rasi Lord for Mars, right? So that impact also will be there. So that Moon will support for the marriage by passing its significations. And that definitely Mars free planet also, it will join hands with the star Lord Mercury, then it will lead to separation also. So that's the destiny planet is supportive for both marriage and separation. The marriage favorable planet is what? That seventh Lord, if you check which are the favorable key planets for the marriage, the destiny, we can say Jupiter is playing role. Yes. Ketu is playing role. And Jupiter, Ketu strongly playing. And in the seventh sublord, Moon is playing. Sun is playing role in the supports. Yes. And Venus is playing role. Yes, Venus is also playing role. So out of this blue planet, Jupiter, Venus, Ketu are playing. Sun and green planet Moon is straight away playing. Sun is also indirectly playing. So all the planets are ruling the destiny. What are the unfavorable key planets ruling the destiny? Yes, Mercury is strongly playing, Mars is strongly playing. Mercury and Mars, these are the unfavorable key planets, they are also ruling. So all the favorable and unfavorable key planets are strongly playing role, that we have to keep it in mind. So an important point that we have to keep it in mind, what is that? You see that seventh sublord of planet in the star of this Mercury, that destiny is reduced by the Mercury, but that is further supported by the Venus. So the destiny is supportive for no interest from the Lagna, but that is being again supported by the Venus, supporting to that and reducing the unfavorable. So it is supportive for marriage, but because of the this unfavorable and again next level unfavorable, that is not further supportive, it can lead to separation also. I think you are able to understand that level wise study is important, right? So in this, which planet is making the destiny supportive for marriage? Moon itself key planet, okay. How that moon is getting supported? Through the Mercury? No. Mercury is reduced by the Venus. It means Mercury is unfavorable, is reducing the moon, but Mercury is reduced by the Venus. Unfavorable or reduced by the Venus. So making that moon supportive is Venus. So Venus is a strong favorable key planet, that we have to keep it in mind. So Venus is a strong favorable key planet. Venus is playing, and of course, Moon is also strongly playing. These two planets are strongly playing, and Ketu also playing role here, right? Ketu. So, and Jupiter in the seventh lord. So that is there, that also we can note it down. So importantly, Venus and Moon are they are playing. Unfavorable is Mercury, that we have to keep it in mind. Now, we have studied the destiny supportive for marriage, even without interest also we can say, but it will support for the separation also. So now, which planet, which dasa was running during the marriage? Now Sun Mahadasa, marriageable age, Venus dasa was running. So Venus dasa was running at the time of marriage. We have to check whether Venus dasa is favorable for the marriage. Venus dasa, Venus itself is fine. As we already discussed, Venus is favorable for the marriage. Yes. Star level Ketu is, and 2A level is weak, and sub level is mixed, right? And fourth level is Jupiter. If you study the level wise study, favorable supported by favorable, so that way it is good. Second planet is weak, that is there directly, it is going to give trouble. And 2A level planet Mercury is supporting to the fifth house. 5 is supported by 1. No, it is not supporting to the fifth house. It is not supporting to the fifth house. But if you see, if the planet is having seventh house and star lord is having that 1, 4, 6, 2, 6, 7 will get more unfavorable. 7 will get the impact. How we studied here, no? 7 is Mercury is star lord for moon is different. Mercury is star lord for Ketu is different. Fifth house meters are getting some weakness, but here seventh house meters are getting weakness because of this unfavorable. So it is indicating weakness, but not strongly making that seventh house matters, because it is not having any 7, 7 at all. Sublord also having mixed signification. I think you are able to understand this one. It is mixed one. Now, planet Venus, star lord Ketu, they are all our favorable key planets. And sublord is Saturn, that is a mixed one. And star lord of the sublord is Jupiter, our another favorable key planet. So, that Venus dasa is supportive for marriage, but also it is under the influence of unfavorable key planet. What are they? Mars and Mercury. So we have to keep this in mind. Mercury having that unfavorable Mars and Mercury itself is Rahu is playing. So unfavorable also playing role within that. So that way, Mercury Venus dasa will favor for the marriage, and it will favor for the separation also within the same dasa. So that the key planet of the destiny, Venus, is playing role here, the 2A level and second planet star, second planet of the star lord. Favorable key planet are also playing role. Since the destiny is weak, they can give their impact during the unfavorable Bugdi and Antra. That we have to keep it in mind, because within the destiny only the Dasha Lord also can act. Now, within Venus, which Bugdi can be favorable for the marriage, that we have to check. Venus Dasha started from 2002, 15, 16, 17 years, right? 21 years is starting from Mars Bugdi. Moon Bugdi 21. Yes, 21, 22 starting from is a male, no? So after 21, if you check Mars, Venus Dasa, Mars Bugdi, that marriageable age starts. Mars, Moon Bugdi definitely would have not given. If you check the Mars is unfavorable, and Rahu also having mixed significations, and Ketu only fine, but last level is having weakness. That is not a problem, but this is not good, right? Sixth Lord 4, 4, 8, 12, star Lord is having 2, 4, 8, 12, so Mars is not strong. Mars, that unfavorable key planets of the Dasha Lord Mars and Mercury are playing role here. In addition to that, Venus represents Rahu itself is playing. So unfavorable key planet of the Dasha Lord is playing role here strongly. It is not going to favor. And Rahu itself is playing role here. And star level moon is good. But you can see this is not good. I said, no, that seventh sublord planet in the star of this one, again this one. So this is getting not supported by the Lagna, star level and sub level. This is not good. So level wise study is important. Then Jupiter. Jupiter is seventh lord, having mixed significations, but it is good only. Star level is Ketu also fine. Indirectly some weakness. The 2A level planet is Mercury also having weakness definitely. But you can see that fifth occupant in the star of this Mercury, fifth house matters are getting weakness. But importantly, seventh lord 10 and 6, though it is favorable, 10 and 6 supported by this one and Mercury again. Mercury again coming. So that Jupiter star lord Ketu representing Mars and 2A level also Mercury. So this is having some weakness that seventh house matters are going to experience favorable also, some weakness also. That 2, 10 and 6 are going to be supported. It means what? Definitely. That's what I said. Whenever the primary ruler is playing role in the source, seventh lord having some weakness, in the star of your planet 5 is good, but that fifth occupant Ketu having Mars in its supports, that way it is having some weakness at the second level. Suppose let us open that Jupiter and check its supports planet. Jupiter is having Mercury in conjunction. So Mercury is our other unfavorable key planet that is already there. So that already influenced by the Mercury. And star lord planet Ketu represent Mars. That Ketu is getting the support of the moon is good only. But Mars already there, and again Mercury is coming. So you can see Mars, Mercury, again Mars. So unfavorable houses are at the source, effect, and result are combinedly present. But if you look at Rahu, yes, that 2 levels are present. But if you look at any other planet we have come across comparatively better, no. All are having some weakness. So comparative study only will help which planet is comparatively better. And now the Saturn. Saturn itself is mixed significator. Star level is fine. 2 level is fine. This is good, right? Because that same 7, 6, I'm talking about the star level, that second planet impact is going to be more. When you are talking about the same Ketu second planet Mars as the 2A level, the impact is going to be comparatively lesser, right? Now the sublord planet again Saturn. So that is the issue. This is mixed one, this is again mixed one. So this is having some weakness. That 7, 10, 6 further supported by the 6, 8, 9, 12 significations. Seventh Lord is going to experience this also. So this is having some weakness. So 7, Saturn also not very strong. We are looking for a planet which is strong to conduct the marriage. So far, all the planets are having mixed. All the planets are ready to support, also ready to give trouble also. It is itself is indicating weak destiny, right? Most of the planets are not good. Then let us check the Mercury. Mercury planet itself is weak, Lagna Lord, but in the source only. A planet which is making the destiny weak at the star level is Mercury. That Mercury is further reduced, supported by the Venus on the favorable side because the Lagna Lord, right? Lagna Lord source in the star of Venus is favorable. Second planet only having some weakness. That Venus further supported by Ketu. You can see 1, 5, favorable, and 5. Second planet only, that 2A level planet, second planet only, this one. Sublord again Jupiter are favorable. So that star level planet, 2A level planet, sublord planet, star lord of the sublord, all are favorable. Unfavorable or non-supportive houses. This planet can become unfavorable when it is acting as the star lord for the seventh ruler or star lord for any other unfavorable significator. But that Mercury, though it is having some unfavorable significations, a weak planet, supportive for the Lagna, but it is in the star level, sub level, or supporting to the Lagna for the favorable signification for the marriage, right? So in the Dasa Lord, that is Venus Dasa. In Venus Dasa, which are the favorable key planet? Venus itself. Venus itself is playing role at the star level. Other unfavorable key planet, sorry, favorable key planet is Ketu and Jupiter. That Ketu and Jupiter are playing role. So then unfavorable key planet is Mars is playing role only at the 2A level planet, that too as the second planet. Unfavorable other key planet is Mercury, that Mercury itself is playing role at the source, but that is not strongly unfavorable on its own, but that is reduced by the star level and sub level. You can see the beauty that the planet which is giving trouble to the seventh sublord, that planet into the star level, sub level, it is supportive for the marriage. That is the problem. So that weak planet is favorable, that is fine. Though it is weak through the star level, sub level, it is favorable. But that planet is already giving trouble to the destiny, further supported by the unfavorable Mars. So since the destiny is already weakened by the Mercury and Mars, this Mercury can be supportive for the marriage during the star level and sub level are favorable, but that Mercury already giving the trouble is a weak one, and it has got hidden Rahu and hidden Mars and Mars. So they are also playing role in the 2A level planet or second planet. So suppose if you check Mercury, second level, 2A level, and sub level on the self signification, it is favorable with some mixed significations. But all the second planets are having the unfavorable. You can see Mercury is having Mercury in the star level also under the influence of Mercury, and sub-level planet, and also Venus is having that Mars other unfavorable also in the supports. Saturn also there in supports our primary cuspal sublord unfavorable planet. Saturn also there, and Ketu having Mars already. Jupiter is having Mercury again. Jupiter is getting the influence of the Mercury also. Saturn also there. So that unfavorable planets also playing role as secondary rulers are indirectly also playing, and they are also present in the supports. It means what? That Buddhi Lord is supportive for the marriage, but it is also under the influence of the unfavorable key planets from the source and effect and the result also through the supports it is, because Mercury is, I mean, passing its ruler link to the last level, that is Jupiter. So indirectly it is present. That is the problem. You see, your planet is showing completely unfavorable, then it's no issue. That will not support for the marriage. But when it is showing some supportive significations, but also having unfavorable within it, that unfavorable key planets are the ruler of the destiny, making the destinies weaker. They will give trouble when they are given their, I mean, impact for to other planets by in the strong levels. Because here the Mercury, Mars, or Saturn or Rahu are acting not in the primary levels, not in the strong levels. Favorable planets are present, so they will give their unfavorable impact through the other planet which are having them in their primary levels. You understand? So Mercury is comparatively better than the other planets under Venus we studied, right? Venus Dasa, Mercury Buddhi is favorable. And Ketu, I mean, after Mercury, Ketu is coming, Ketu is not good. So definitely Venus, Dasa, Mercury, Buddhi only will be favorable for the marriage. And Sun is also good only, right? But Mercury, Venus, Buddhi, sorry, Venus, Dasa, Mercury, Buddhi is favorable for the marriage. Under Mercury, Buddhi, which Antra is supportive for the marriage? So under Mercury, which Antra is supportive? So we have to check all the planet which is comparatively better and which is having the key planet of the Buddhi Lord. Venus, Ketu, Jupiter. They are the strong, favorable key planet supporting for the marriage. So if you see that, no other planet other than the Venus. Venus itself in the star of Ketu. So that is the one which is making that Mercury supportive. That itself is playing role, but unfortunately the sublord is having mixed significations, right? But still, suppose the star sublord Saturn is under the influence of this favorable key planet Venus itself, then and also other key planet Sun, then it can favor. Venus, Ketu, Saturn is mixed significator. I mean, Saturn is influenced by this unfavorable, but Saturn planet, mixed planet is supported by the Jupiter, and Saturn is having got Jupiter in the supports also, and Venus, that source planet itself, is forming ruler link. It is there here. So forming ruler link. And Sun, our strong favorable key planet, green planet, also present there. So that way, the key planets of the Buddhi Lord is playing role in the Dasa, and though sublord is having some weakness that is being supported by that, so that can be favorable. After Venus, which planet is having that other favorable key planets in their ruler? That Sun and the moon are good, and Jupiter sublord is good. So it seems to be comparatively better than the Venus Antra. Venus Dasa, Mercury Buddhi, Venus is favorable or Sun is favorable. It looks like Sun is better than the Venus, but there is one problem. What is the problem? Two things. One thing is that the favorable key planet of the Buddhi Lord, that is Venus and Jupiter, that is playing role only in the Venus. That Sun is having only Jupiter and Ketu at the last level, but role of Venus is not present. That is one point. Then another point is that if you look at the star level planet and 2A level planet, moon in the star of Mercury, that is the destiny planet. Na? That destiny planets, if you do the combined study, the step number 2, star lord and star lord of the star lord, if you check, favorable planet is getting reduced by the star lord of the star lord, right? So that is making the problem. Weakness is, I mean, the strength is reduced. Here you can see here also star lord of the star lord is Mercury. Here also star lord of the star lord is Mercury. But there is a difference. What is the difference? This planet is talking about 7, again 7, and 12 level planet is having weakness. But this planet is not talking about 7, star level only 5. That 5 only is going to get the impact, not the 7th house matters. Because of that, sun's favorable are getting reduced at the second level. But here, Venus is not getting such unfavorable through the 2A level planet for the 7th house matters. In that case, and as I said, that in Venus Dasa, Mercury Bugdi, Venus Ketu is a strong favorable key planet, and also Jupiter that is playing role here, and also Jupiter, and of course it will have the key rulers link also. And here Jupiter Ketu only playing role, and Venus is not playing role directly. But and another thing is that this level wise weakness also present. So because of that, Venus Dasa, Mercury Bugdi, and Venus Antra supported for the marriage. Definitely the marriage would have happened with some hurdles and without some interest also. Let us check the marriage date. Let me check the date. Marriage happened in February 12 February 2016. Let me note it down. Date of marriage 12 February 2016. 2016, na? Yes. And after that, they got separated. So you see that Mercury is supportive for favorable also and unfavorable also, as we discussed. So when destiny is weak, that destiny weak giving planet, favorable planet Venus is supporting as the Dasa Lord. That Dasa Lord also having that Mercury strongly, Mars strongly. When the Bugdi Lord is Mercury itself is playing role, having got the unfavorable planets in indirectly it is supporting, that Mercury will favor for the marriage during the favorable Venus, during the unfavorable Antra. Venus Dasa, Mercury Bugdi, and Venus Antra marriage happened. Definitely within Mercury, when Mercury itself is acting as the star lord and sublord, and that Rahu or Mars are playing as the ruler, definitely it will give its influence to give the separation. During Sun, no, Sun is not going to give the separation. It can lead to some issue, but sublord is not going to give the separation. So after Venus Dasa, Mercury Bugdi, Venus Dasa, Mercury Bugdi, Venus Antra marriage happened. After Venus Antra, Sun would have run, that would have not given any issue. But you can see next is Moon itself is running. Venus Dasa, Venus Dasa, Mercury Bugdi, Moon Antra. When Moon Antra was running, Moon is the seventh sublord in the star of planet Mercury. That is the trouble-giving planet, destiny planet itself in the star. Sublord is Mars. So during this period, separation, they separated. It means physically they separated, mutually they separated. So during that same Bugdi and different Antra, they got the marriage also and separation also. So that way they got the separation. Then after that they applied for the legal divorce. Let me say the period when they got physically they separated. Physically separated during August 2016. During August 2016. 2000 Venus Dasa, just a minute. Mercury Bugdi, Venus Antra got the marriage, 2nd 2016. And up to 6th month, there is no issue. Sun was running. Then after that, Moon Antra was running. So Moon Antra was running. During that Moon Antra, what date I said? I forgot. They separated August 2016. Moon Antra, June to September. Yes, in Moon Antra, August is coming in a Moon Antra. During Moon Antra, they get separated. Definitely, that seventh ruler itself, that destiny planet itself is ruling. That will execute the things because that is having the key planet of the Bukti Lord and the Dasa Lord in the star level and sub level. So during Moon, they got this separated. Then they applied for the legal, separation and all as per the rules of the government. Then after 1 year, then they got the legal, legal separation. Actually, the legal separation is happened during that which period, Saturn period. Mercury Bugdi, Venus Dasa, Mercury Bugdi, Saturn Antra, legal divorce happened. Legal. Saturn, you can see, Saturn is having this 8, 4, 6, and 12, and again sublord also Saturn. So that way it is supportive, and Jupiter is having that, mixed signification. So that unfavorable key planet of that marriage, it is ruling at the source and the result. Because of that, it would have supported for the legal separation. Within that Mercury, that Antra has given the legal separation. I think you are able to understand how far. One more thing also, let us check in during the marriageable years, during the at the time of marriage, what is the destiny? Transit was running. February 12, 2016. February 12, 2016. 12 February 2016. Let me open the natal chart also. Let us check the Jupiter. Jupiter in the transit is transiting in the sign of Leo. So if you check in the natal chart, Jupiter is transiting in the Leo sign. Whether Jupiter is aspecting any good planet? Yes, Jupiter is aspecting to Venus. Seventh house also it is aspecting to the Venus, Karaga planet also it is aspecting. That way it is also supporting for the event in its period. And what are the other, transit? We have to check Moon in the sign of Jupiter and the star of Mercury. But I have taken the 10 o'clock, but if the time is different, that may be in the star of Saturn, that may be different. So that we cannot rely on that. According to the time of marriage only we can take, because Moon is in the border. But Moon in the sign of Jupiter, that is fine. Venus Dasa. Venus is posted where? Venus posted in the sign of Jupiter itself. It is transiting in the 7th house of the natal chart and in the star of Sun. So Sun is a good key planet, a green planet. No, that is fine. And Venus Dasa, Mercury Bukti. Where is Mercury? Mercury occupying 7th house of the natal chart, conjoined with the natal Sun, and Sun is a good key planet, and in the star of Sun itself. So Sun is the key planet, Venus is in the star of Sun, it's a good key planet that we have seen that. So Venus Dasa, Mercury Bukti, Venus Antra itself, that event happened, marriage happened. So let us check whether that at the time of separation, so whether that transit also supportive for that. That they said in August 2016, they separated. They have not given the date. So August 2016. Let me take August middle only. Let us take that one, how the transit was there. So at that time, Moon was running. We Mercury Dasa, Mercury Bukti, we Moon. Let us check how the Mercury at the time of that month, then where Mercury is present. Sun, where is Sun? Sun and Mercury will be nearby. Yes, Mercury and Venus are conjoined and influenced by the Rahu. And you can see Mercury in the sign of Sun, star of Venus. What is Venus? Venus is our planet is supportive for the marriage only. So Mercury in the sign of Sun and star of Venus and influenced by the Rahu, unfavorable key planet is what? Mercury itself, right? No, so that Mercury and other unfavorable key planet is what? Other unfavorable key planet is Mars and Rahu. Mars and Rahu. Mercury is in the sign of, it is not strongly indicating any strong unfavorable, so that we cannot decide with that, but influenced by the Rahu, we can see this, right? Mars, Rahu is the 4812 significator, no? That is already it is, we both Venus and Mercury are influenced by the Rahu. And that is Venus is the Dasa Lord, Buddhi Lord is Mercury. Moon on that particular day, moon transit, we cannot check because we are not talking about any day. We are talking about the month. So if you take the moon, sun also, sun is in the star of Mercury, our unfavorable key planet. So in the sign of moon and star of Mercury. So that transit will have some impact. It is going to give some additional impact. That I think you are able to understand the impact of the transit also, by the favorable and some impact on the unfavorable. But actually, speaking as I normally speaking, that Dasa Bhuktī Antara destiny, if you are able to properly study and find the significations, that support of the transit will definitely be useful in adding the strength. Okay, so just because of the transit, it is not going to favor, but because of the transit, the favorable strength will be further supported and unfavorable strength can be reduced, or unfavorable transit it is happening, that unfavorable signification of the Dasa period will be increased. I think you're able to understand. So we will discuss the same chart with the PILT table in the next video. Thank you. Good luck.